Hi guys, I'm Cato from International Business, and we are out here today interviewing people about their cultural icebergs and their background from their home country. And today I'm here joined with...
Icon, or you can call me Tulani.
Lovely to meet you, nice to meet you. So the first question is, what kind of things or cultural things that in your country people from other countries or outside might not know about?
I would say I'm from South Africa, and one thing people don't know about South Africa is that our first language is actually English.
Yeah.
So they would assume that we speak a more African language, but South Africa is it's called the Rainbow Nation because it's a mix of cultures.
Right,
so there's like South African Indians, South African Americans. It's like a very diverse country.
Yeah.
So English is the only language spoken in South Africa. It's like the official language.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that's one thing I would say. And then another thing people wouldn't know about South Africa is, it's a Christian-dominated nation.
Oh, really?
But Christianity is a thing that facilitates all the laws in the country, kind of thing. For example, the whole country doesn't eat pork because, in the version of Christianity in South Africa, it's like a sin to eat pork.
Right, yeah, okay.
So,
Okay. And that's it for the South African cultural iceberg. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Hello, I'm Lloyds from Intercultural Communication class, and right now I'm right here with...
Hi guys, I'm Shad, but you guys can call me Takuu, and I'm from IB.
Yeah, and what about your country?
So I'm from Maldives.
Yeah, today I'm making some interview question with Takuu, and I would like to ask, you are from Maldives, and I would like to ask, is there some cultural things beyond the popular beaches and beautiful natural resources?
Yes, so as everyone knows, there's like a lot of resorts and such, but not many people know there are homestay things and such like that. For instance, people want to travel, just want to see how the locals and everyone live, but they all assume going to a resort is going to be expensive. But what if you go to a homestay or a guest house area? So you're gonna get a lot of everything's gonna be within a budget. So that's gonna be an added advantage. Plus, Maldivians speak a language called Divehi, which is actually a mixture of a lot of other languages. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Maldives was in the trade route itself. So people who were traveling early days, when they're shipwrecks or something like that, they started to stay in Maldives. So that's how Maldives formed. So we are a mixture of races and everything. So that's why we have a lot of our language is also a mixture.
So in a conclusion, everyone know Maldives is expensive, but it is actually not. You can stay in a budget way, and also the language is mixed from all over the world. Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you for the interview.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Guys, and welcome back to a part 2 of our interviewing people in their cultural icebergs. Today we'll be asking a quick question I have with me.
Hello, I'm Shashank, and I'm a fourth year student here in Rangsit University, and I'm from India.
Very nice to meet you. So we'll be doing a cultural iceberg question on India today. So for example, in my country, England, we come together every Sunday and have a family kind of meal together called a Sunday roast. Is there anything like that in India, or what kind of family meals do you guys have? If so, how often?
It's just our whole family live together, so we always eat together.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All the time?
Sorry?
All the time?
Yeah, basically all the time, but just more just breakfast and dinner is like always together.
Always
but
together, yeah.
but like during the lunchtime, everyone is just out. So
Everyone's busy doing
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Okay, I
That's
see.
why. In my family, we are like there's my mom and dad and my two sisters. So we like all eat together.
You all come
Yep.
together every
Yep.
meal. Nice. And what kind of time is this? Like 6 o'clock?
No, actually 6 o'clock. It's just like 7 to 8.
7 to 8?
Yep.
Okay, nice. Lovely. Well, thank you very much for answering that question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. That is from India, part of the cultural iceberg.
Hi guys. So today we're gonna interview about the culture. Here is a Cato from UK, and here is a Lloyds from Myanmar. Here is a Han from Myanmar too. So we're gonna interview to Cato.
Hi, guys. I'm Cato from International Business, and today we'll be talking about the differences between our cultural icebergs. So I'm from the UK, and these are some things that people may not know about the UK or England or Scotland if they haven't gone there themselves. So the first thing I wanted to say is the weather. It's like almost like not about the weather in specific, but we talk about the weather. So when you meet someone for the first time, or you get in a taxi, or you do anything, and someone new comes in to speak to you, one of the first things you'll say, apart from hello, is like talking about the weather. So like, oh, the weather's nice today, isn't it? And then you'll be like, oh yeah, and you just murmur about the weather for a couple of minutes, and it's like a universal thing to say hello. The second thing is there's like that people may not know is there's quite a big drinking culture. So people don't just go out to drink to go and get drunk. People drink on like every occasion for anything. You know, you go out for lunch, you'll have a drink, you'll have a beer. You go out for brunch, you'll have a beer. You just go out for a coffee with your friends, and afterwards you'll have a beer or something. And that's what happens with a lot of people in England. Another thing is the courtesy. People love to queue like very strictly in lines, and if you like try and jump the queue or something, people will get very angry like at you. So yeah, those are some things about the UK which are under the iceberg a bit. So now I'll pass you over to Lloyds and to Han to explain the cultural iceberg about Myanmar.
Okay, here is also the same thing in Myanmar, but not the same condition. If we are meeting somewhere, we say not the weather, but you're getting fat, you are getting thin, and you are getting ugly, you are getting beautiful, handsome. We are saying like that. It is kind of weird for young generation, but all of the people when we meet, oh, you're getting fat and something like that. And the another thing is food. Here the food is so different from the Western and also the Asian region. We have a lot of influenced by Chinese and Indian food. When we make a curry, they have a lot of oils, and the taste is really different from each other nation around the world. And these are the two things from Myanmar, and I will talk more in later. Yeah. What about Han? Can you explain?
Okay, guys, I'm also from Myanmar. So in Myanmar there is a New Year's. Burmese New Year's is called Dinjan. So at that moment we play with the water. We make a big water festival. If you at Dinjan festival, during Dinjan festival, we care about the older people, and we make a lot of Burmese traditional foods like this. And another thing is our traditional costume. We wear a lot of lonchi called lonchi and shirt. For the men's, we wear pasod and inji. It means pasod is a traditional Burmese traditional costume, and we wear for the upper body we wear shirt. For the ladies, they wear tabis, and it's called yumpong inji. It's a Burmese traditional shirt for ladies. So that's all.
Yeah, I would like to add a point, and that is when I travel Southeast Asia, a lot of people think Burmese political situation is getting better, but it is actually not. We are staying under the military coup, and it is getting worse and worse. So please keep watching the news because the military cut down internet connection, and they raise the price to 2 or 3 times so that the information flow is getting slow. That's why most of the people don't know the situation. Actually, this is the end of 2022 and the situation is getting worse and what I would like to add that point. Yeah. Do you have something to talk about your culture that other people don't know?
So another thing I could add could be kind of being very sarcastic to one another. So like our humor is quite a lot different, I think, to most, not just countries in Europe, the humor, but also different to like Asia and Africa. Like it's very different. Like there's not many countries that do sarcastic humor, which is also called dry wit. It's called dry wit, which it means like being able to make fun of someone and point out something bad about them, but have them laugh about it with you. So like saying something rude to them, but laughing at the same time. So like I've experienced this myself and do it to other people back at home. Like at work, for example, my boss or like my co-worker will say something to me like, "Oh, why'd you do that? You're a fucking idiot. Like, how did you not know this? Or you don't know this and you're paid this much money to do this?" And I'll just start laughing and be like, yeah, well, you know, at least I'm paid this much money or something like that. Like just small little things that like digging into each other but making each other laugh at the same time, which I haven't really found in any other countries to do this. Like I've done this with a few people here, like kind of in Bangkok as well, and to Thai people, and they just didn't understand at all the joke I was trying to do. So yeah, I'll pass you over back to Han.
I don't have any more. So do you have?
No.
So this is the end of the interviews. So thank you guys.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
Next episode.
See you later.
See you.